Hello everybody and welcome back to Esports Ohio. This is the first week again and we're starting right off immediately with some Marble Rivals. I'm one of your casters, Knees.
And I'm Anakin. I'm going to be co-casting today. And unfortunately we did run into some technical issues with the stream. So we're going to be starting the series off 1-0 with Beavercreek. Beavercreek did take the first map here. And now we're fresh into map 2 on the Asgardian path here.
Yeah, Beavercreek already started out, as we saw there, as we're just getting swapped over, is that we do see the Penny Parker from Panda Life already going to be able to get 2 picks there. And this is, they're kind of going for a spawn hold here. And this is going to be a really hard choke to break.
Yes, it is. And it does look like Beavercreek opting to run the Rocket Raccoon and the Ultron backline. A very, I mean, I want to say it's a low healing backline, but I mean, you have the Rocket, and you do have the Iron Man Ultron team up, which does allow him to have a really good healing output. If you're familiar with Overwatch, basically, Ultron gets a Moira Coalescence ability on a 30-second cooldown. So, it is really, really strong. And honestly, I've never quite seen a backline like this before, but I mean, I might have to try it because it is working pretty well.
This is real
Firepower! This spawn hold is kind of disgusting, as they're just, again, only walking out one by one. McClain has to find a way to kind of walk out together, or even utilize the strange portal just to be able to break this choke.
I'll patch you up.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough for McClain to break this choke, as you're saying. But they are opting to run the same mirrored backline with the Rocket Raccoon and the Ultron, but McClain isn't running the Iron Man team up, so Ultron only has the drone for healing.
It is going to be a pick onto Beavercreek's Ultron, so that is going to be a decent stacker there. The ultimate as well is going to take down the Brute, but that's just going to be Venegra taking him down on the Bucky.
And a very interesting ult into McClain's spawn by Sawdust Enjoyer. Maybe he almost got one, but unfortunately they are completely invincible when standing inside the spawn doors.
Hitting 3 with his ult. Continuing the spawn hold. Is that also going to be the Penny Parker ult, laying all those mines down. So again, blocking out this spawn is going to be no easy feat for McClain.
Yeah, and McClain on the Helen and More combo, a really strong DPS line, but I don't know, they are having a lot of trouble breaking through this Root Penny setup.
This is going to be the first time they're going to walk up this far from the choke, so now actually you can get a tiny bit of front stretch here. This is going to be a swap over to the Emma Frost, but the Frost is just being taken down by the group, who's just holding it down. That's going to be the Freya ult, trying to get one onto the Bucky, but he's just going to backpedal, and the backpedal to get much with it.
We will arrest Loki's tapping operation.
Yeah, Beavercreek's still down 1, but they are still holding this corner here, and they still have the Penny up, and there goes the Rocket Raccoon ult.
And with that, that's going to be Penny able to get one with her mines, the damage boost. So it's going to help the Iron Man get another pick. But that is going to be a good push here so far from McClain, but it's quickly being stopped, and they're going to be forced back even further. As you can see, Vanguards here on the side of Beavercreek are just continuously holding it down.
Yep. Oh, and the Whale comes out. Stunning 3 on the side of Beavercreek, but unfortunately, McClain's not going to be able to convert.
Take down the Emma Frost. He's going to have to back up a little bit here. As Ultron is going to unleash his ult, does take down the Bucky,
McClain doesn't
with time
touch.
running low, they don't touch.
2-0.
Very unfortunate from the side of McClain there. It did look like the fight was turning into their tide, but they just didn't have a touch on the cart. And now we are going to be able to get a look at the bans here that came out from the side of Beavercreek and McClain. Beavercreek opting to ban the Thing and the Jeff, as we both saw from last map. 2 very strong picks from both. I think both sides ran the Jeff, but Beavercreek, I guess, didn't want to play into the Jeff this round. And McClain opting to ban the Hulk and the Venom, completely banning out the 2 tanks from last game. As we did see, they were a huge problem
say maybe the Jeff ban was kind of for the spawn hold technique that they wanted to be running here. Is that Jeff probably could have sustained a lot of McClain just through walking through choke. But without that sustain, they have to go through a non-traditional backline with a Rocket Raccoon Ultron, which doesn't have quite as much sustain, so they're going to be a little bit, you know, behind there.
Yeah, 100%. I'm honestly surprised McClain didn't run like a higher healing comp, or maybe opting to run like the triple support comp or something like that. But I mean, I don't know. Lots of options. I honestly don't hate the way they're thinking. I love getting creative here.
We're going to see a Doctor Strange here from Beavercreek as they're going to be just walking it down here. They don't have to push very far, so going very fast and aggressive is going to be really good for them. Magneto there is just so much damage, but it's going to be low. A Loki is coming over here from McClain as they couldn't hold this choke.
Yeah, I really like the Loki pick here. His lamps are so strong, and when you play on like this back high ground and get all three of your clones set up, it's really hard for the attacking team to dismantle you. But unfortunately, I think McClain defense is going to fall very quickly to Beavercreek's relentless offense. And I think that's going to be map 2 going to Beavercreek.
2 going to Beavercreek, and I'm going to say it, spawn holds and Marvel Rivals are definitely way more I would say aggressive than they are in Overwatch. Overwatch has spawn hold could have been broken a little bit easy, and Marvel Rivals, that was just people exploding out of the spawn door. Yes.
To break the spawn holds in Marvel Rivals, you have to entirely switch up your comp to like something super high damage, and it's tough. Like it's hard to sometimes it's hard to recognize when it is the right time to swap. Because, I mean, in Marvel Rivals, you are swapping a lot more than you are in Overwatch, especially with the diversity of these comps, and certain comps counter other comps. It really takes a skilled player to recognize when to swap. But unfortunately, McClain is going to fall in map 2, and I think we are going to take a short break between before map 3. So, this is Esports Ohio, and we will be back. we're back.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Esports Ohio. We are here with Beavercreek versus McClain in Marvel Rivals for the week 1, and Beavercreek right now is 2-0 in a best 3 out of 5. We just saw them have an enormous spawn hold on the last map, but Anakin, how do you think this map is going to go?
Honestly, it could go either way because you can't really do the spawn hold that you would like to on this convergence point. Spawn holds are really only good on the payload maps, and honestly, maybe we're gonna see a map more like map 1, where it was like a little bit back and forth, and we are gonna see the bans come out from both sides. And actually, I didn't say this before, but we're doing competitive bans. So regular competitive bans, no saves, no MRC bans, no ignite bans, just good old standard bans for both sides. And Beavercreek banning the Loki here, and McClain opting to ban the Venom. The Star-Lord Venom, very, very strong strong heroes right there. And I think Beavercreek is just opting to ban stuff that they don't like to play into, like the Namor and maybe the Loki as well, because the Loki, the lamps, so incredibly strong. One of the strongest cooldowns in the game, actually. It's really tough playing into a good Loki.
They're also going to ban that Namor, as we did see them ban it on the first map as well. So I think Beavercreek is just one of those comfort bans that they just don't want to play against anymore.
Yeah, it's not very fun playing into a really good Namor, especially with those whales that can just shut down ultimates. And honestly, like when comboed correctly, the whale is just so overpowered. Oh my god. And don't even get me started on the turrets. The turrets, so annoying. It's like Torbjorn turrets, but like they can go on walls. And he just keeps on placing them down. But we're going to be on the Clintar map here, which is a nice little hybrid map. And Beavercreek opting to run the Penny Parker. Honestly, this is arguably Penny's strongest map, because she could just put like nests all around here and so many places to hide your mines. And it's going to be really hard for McClain to break this hold.
Also, it's a good reference here that Beavercreek is only running one strategist, and that is going to be the Rocket Raccoon. Actually, no, they did just swap. There is a little bit of tech there that they were doing.
Oh my god, and Purple Guy just getting absolutely nuked out of spawn by the Penny Mines. Really got to watch out for that. It's like the Junkrat trap outside of spawn, if you're familiar with the Overwatch thing. It's just like that, but arguably worse, because the Penny Mines are so incredibly small, it's hard to see them.
There's going to be, Bucky is going to get a pick there onto the Iron Man, but he's going to get rezzed by the Rocket Raccoon. And this is actually going to be a very forward hold here. Big shotgun trying to do some good damage here, especially under those three walls. But the turret is going to not really get that much value. It's not just fighting with his gun out.
And Purple Guy.
Finding another one.
Purple Guy falling to the mines again. But, you know, that time it may have been a little more forgivable, because when the Penny Mines are on this this web here, they actually cannot be broken. And they're invisible. You can only see, like, the web. So...
like a moth to a flame, he keeps getting attracted to them and keeps falling down to them. Jacob Woods finds himself in the spawn room again, as a Musketeer has to ping their way back.
Yeah, so we do have some ults coming up from the side of Beavercreek. I'm curious to see how they're going to use them. Are they going to group Moon Knight combo? I'm not sure.
They could. It would be very powerful to be able to do that, just to put them all into the AoE damage. And Purple Guy running in there is going to kick onto the Rocket Raccoon, and is going to get rezzed at the same exact time while he gets down. The Groot is going to just grapple them all as soon as they respawn. Big Shotgun is in the back getting a late pick there, but it is going to get staggered out, and McClain is back to the drawing board. Musketeer kind of going in by themselves and is going to find their way quickly back to the spawn door as well, as Beavercreek is a very, very good hold here.
Yeah, so now McClain's going to have to use their ults to break this hold that Beavercreek has, and opting to use two of their support ults to get in, and Jacob getting two. Beautiful picks.
Great thing with Iron Man ult is it does just insta-kill, so it is going to be you know, very powerful in that sense. The Panda Life is going to take down the Punisher while he's with his ult shotgun. It's not going to be able to get much. Going to be Cloak and Dagger playing very aggressive here. It's going to have that vulnerability or the falling very low. It's going to be able to get out as well. McClain using all of their ults, but is not going to be able to get much. But Mr. Fantastic ult is going to be able to slam on in here. Make a lot of space for his team, but the Rocket Back team is going to counter with his amp damage field. The purple guy falling really low, and Sawdust Enjoyer in the back line is going to be able to get more. As that's going to be all going to Beavercreek because they used their ult just in a more effective manner.
Yeah, McClain's gonna have to really pull it together and maybe stack up a 6 and maybe take an alternate route of like pathing where the Penny doesn't have mine set up. Like, look at these mines. If someone walks in here, and they probably will, that is like instant death for them. And we are gonna see the flank from Jacob, but the Bucky is
Oh my goodness!
just 1-2 comboing him.
Jacob just got violated over there in the house, trying to take the flank, but the Bucky was there ready. The Invisible Woman, the Cloak and Dagger, trying to find their way out, but Bucky as well was just able to take them down. And now with the ultimate, you can go even more aggressive, or just hold it if you want to. That with such a low time on the blade.
Slightly overshooting his ult, but I don't think it's gonna matter because Beavercreek is just letting it all rip, and that's gonna be another full hold for Beavercreek.
You know, like the picture of like Curry on the moon. I think that was the thought that was in the Bucky's head as whenever he was using the ult there. But thankfully, the Groot was able to basically just grab them all together, and now it's going to be kind of back to the drawing board to McClain of how they're going to be hold this more full hold. They were able to get some picks here, picks there, but Beavercreek just more. It seems that they just have more time just on the game and more like. Consistency of when they want to use their ults, more consistency in team play, and just honestly, compositionally as well, they're kind of just in a better spot.
Yeah, I really like the picks, like the Penny and the Groot have so much synergy as like they can just hold all of the space. Like you have the walls, you have the mines, you have like the Penny nests. It's just so much for McClain to have to like break and focus on other than like the actual heroes. It's like
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
They got a whole like home defense system essentially, but it's going to be a little harder for this comp to work on attack because they are going to have to. It's going to be hard for them to utilize their placeables, especially the Penny. I mean, Groot can play very well like aggressively by walling off LOS from the supports, but wait, do you see what I see?
Oh, I do. A full dive from McClain using the strange portal. Let's see how well this goes. Let's see, they're waiting for them.
Oh, but he's gonna opt to cancel the portal.
Sides against it.
Unfortunate. I thought he was gonna send it.
I thought we were just gonna see like 5 or 6 just straight in the back. We're gonna see a Hawkeye from big shotgun here. Does have really good opportunities to get some decent damage, in this Moon Knight is on a mission.
He is on a mission. I think Big Shotgun did hear the Moon Knight, but unfortunately didn't know where he was. But now we have a crazy flank.
What if he just backcaps fully? Well, they do notice him. They're shooting at him now. But with all this attention towards him, they're just going to use that Onk to do some really good damage. And almost, is it good? You win the one against the Iron Man in a 1v1 situation here. That's going to be Sawdust Enjoyer getting the upper hand. As we're kind of looking into the background, you see the front line toppling over McClain as Beavercreek is just continuously pushing forward.
Yeah, and we are seeing Shiggy Ghost just riding Groot into combat there, and Beavercreek just getting pick after pick. And it does look like they're going to be having this point.
Musketeer in the last line of defense, attempting to stall the point as long as possible. Some disruption here, but it's just going to get taken down, getting pushed into the Penny Mines, and that is going to be Beavercreek. Hands down, going to be winning the capture progress, only having to get 1 tick. And that's going to be Beavercreek with a 3-0 victory over McClain.
Yep, and that's going to wrap up our week 1 matches. Beavercreek with a nice little 3-0 to start this season off.
I mean, it's very competent 3-0 as well. The first map was kind of the one that was up in the air, kind of the warm-up map for both of the teams. As we did see that Big Shotgun was on the thing, and he was doing really, really well. But the second map and the third map, it just seemed that Beavercreek were playing a completely different game than McClain.
100%. But I believe that is going to be all for today. Do you want to wrap us up here?
Alrighty, thank you everyone for watching Esports Ohio. We are going to be back. I know Thursday we're going to be back. I will be back casting some Valorant, as well as we also have games Wednesday as well. So if you want to continue to tune in to the different streams, we have streams going every single week at this around the same exact time. So thank you everyone for watching. I've been OPNees.
And I've been Anakin.
See you guys in the next one.